Welcome to Queen City Sportsplex, where today the Cincinnati Cyclones Varsity will take on the Owensboro Rampage. Underway. Steiger up to Coates. And Sweeney throws it into the zone. Taken away by Coates. He put it out front, and Sweeney on the goal. Just that quick, it's 1-0 Cyclones. Steiger will get assist on that goal. Here comes Steiger again. Oh! In the corner's gone. Steiger centers it for Coates. Coates' shot is blocked. Picked back up by Sweeney to Colin. Back behind the net. And it's cleared by the Rampage. Logan Prosser with a nice hit. That's going to be a call, though. And there's a goal for the Rampage to tie the game at 1. Fox up to Galitsky. Galitsky off the boards and into the zone, where the Rampage take over below the red line. Fox with a nice job there, disrupting that shot. And that's out of play. 13:27 on the clock, first period. Score is tied at 1. Steiger facing off. Here's a shot from the Rampage. Steiger will bring it up the near boards into the zone and shoots it into the goal to make it 2-1. Referee said 68 on the assist. We don't have a 68, so Matt Rossell will try to figure that one out as we go on with play.
Everybody keeps count.
Schroeder brings it in. Shot in and out of the glove of Martin. Did I say Sabera earlier? Because Martin is in there. Picked up by Spang. Given to Cooper Buell. He brings it in and dumps it. Jarko on the other side. Shot wide, kept in by Reed Steiger, who sends it in deep to Cooper around to Yarko in the corner. Kept sent deep again by Prosser. Nice pick there by Prosser. Martin brings it in, sends it forward to the corner behind the net. come out with it. Prosser again disrupts the play. Reed Steiger pulls up and slows things down. Sends it long distance to Yarko, and it goes down for icing. McKinnish behind the net. Coates tries to hit Sweeney at the blue line. It goes through. Icing is waved off. It's in the corner. Sweeney on that forecheck. He sends it out to Colin Steiger, who shoots it into the glove of a thoroughbred keeper. That is a Rampage keeper. Icing is the call. Galitsky, the Fox, spinning, hands off, and does Lou make it go? Oh, it's saved. Galitsky taking the face-off in the Rampage end. Kept in and shot wide by McKinnish. Fox takes it away. Lang comes away with it, sends up to Fox. Fox is hit, and Lou picks up the puck and skates into the zone, dumps it in. It's going to go over to Fox's side. And he skates it back out of the zone for a reset. Swatted back by the Rampage, but then Galitsky picks it up, tries to get into the zone, dumps it in, and heads to the bench. Sends it in for the delayed offsides. They regroup and they're coming back in. Colin Steiger on the forecheck. Crockett sends it to the net, and Toth is there, and the net is loose. Martin will take the face off. 9:34.90. Shot from the point by Schroeder is blocked. Schroeder, one-timer. Out of the zone, Spank throws it back in. By the Rampage. Shot kicked away by Martin. Dumped back in by the Rampage. Centered, and the shot is blocked by Spang. And another save for Martin. Another shot blocked by Martin. And then the rebound is put away by the Rampage. And we have a 2-2 game. 7:41 to go, first period, tie game at 2. And the Rampage bringing in again. Shot, and another save for Martin under the pad there. Colin Steiger facing off. Coates, cross ice for Sweeney, goes out of the zone. Dumped back in by the Rampage, and that's icing. Colin Steiger on the face-off in the Rampage end. Kept in by Prosser. Nicely done by Prosser. Collin gets it kicked in the circle. Prosser sends it back in. Fighting for it in the corner. Coates and Sweeney. Colin Steiger pulls it off the boards. Coates to Sweeney. Shot in the goal. That's Coates to Sweeney at least. I don't know if there'll be a secondary. That's Sweeney from Colin Steiger, and Coates also gets an assist on that. 6:35 to go in the first period. Lots of scoring in this game. 3-2 Cyclones. Oh, nice play there by Luton. He sends it through the legs of the defender to Fox. Fox misses the net. Kept in by Lang. Finish off the near boards. Sent back in by the Rampage. Away and sent up by to Fox. Fox pulls up and goes behind the defenseman on the boards, and it gets pinched off. But it's sent in by Galitsky, and now Luton shoots it wide of the net. Galitsky picks it back up in the far corner. Off the boards, he goes down, loses an edge, gets back up, and the puck is in the Rampage for a second. Schroeder gets it back and then turns it back over. On the far boards, the Rampage skating behind the net. Big hit behind the net for Schroeder. Fed forward, that's going to go down for icing, I believe. Yes, it is. Martin facing off in the Cyclones end. Shot, another save for Preston Martin. Another save for Martin. Colin Steiger taking the face off in front of his own keeper. Reed Steiger from behind the net. Goes to Coates. It's taken away by the Rampage. Centered. And then Sweeney gets it out of the middle. Sent cross ice. That was a dangerous pass, but Colin Steiger picked it up. He skates into the zone. Sends it over to Sweeney. Sweeney's shot. I think the goalie got a piece of that before it went behind the net. Colin Steiger picks it up again, looking out front. Sends it to the front. Lots of traffic, and it ends up in the goal. And looks like Sweeney's goal. Colin Steiger on the assist. He already does? Yep. And that's a playmaker for Colin Steiger already in the first period. That is the second player this year to get a playmaker in the first period. The other one was Fox. And I think that might have been against Owensboro as well. That's going to be icing. Steiger's face-off goes to the near corner, picked up by Crockett, sends it back to McInnish behind the net. Colin Steiger comes out with it, feeds it off to Crockett. Crockett up the near boards, beats all the defensemen. Oh, he tried to get that across there to Toth, but it did not go. And now we got 2-on-2 the other way. Dumped in offsides by the Rampage. Cleared. I don't know who it was that cleared it. 2:20 on the clock as Toth sends it around. Still in the zone. They got 3 men in the zone. And not much company. Toth battling in front of the net. Backhanded shot. I think that was kicked behind the net by Martin. It was off the stick of Toth, going all the way down for icing. Another save from Martin. Over the net by Rampage. Schroeder back there to get it. Shot behind the net and picked up by Yarko on the far boards. He cannot clear the zone. And it's dumped back in. That's out of play. Colin Steiger missing off in his own end. Drops it back to Reed Steiger behind the net. Reed goes on the far boards, and then Colin Steiger to Coates. Coates brings it in and hands it back to Colin Steiger.
20, 35, 63,
Kept in by Reed. Coates has it. Nice setup there for the Rampage, but did not finish. 27 seconds to go in the first period. I just saw Buell head to the locker room. Hope he's not injured. Colin Steiger with a big chance. Oh, it does not finish. 5 seconds on the clock, and the period is going to end with a score of 4-2, unless that goes. And it didn't. Galitsky, Fox, and Luton will start out the second period. All the scoring has come from the first line so far for the Cyclones. See what this line can do. Lang and Prosser on, or McKinnish on defense. And we have a clock issue. And we will redo the face-off. McKinnish up the boards. Fox tips it to the middle for Luton. Luton brings it in, but it's knocked off the puck. Kept in by Galitsky. Nice play. Galitsky's got Fox. Sends it across. Fox can't find the puck. It's in his skates. Kicks it forward. Fox pulls it out and throws it out front. Luton trying to finish. Can't get it in. Rampage coming the other way. Big hit by Fox. And the opposing coach did not like that hit, but I did. Lang throws it in deep. Line change. Nicely played by Spang. Crockett backhands into the zone. Toth down there to apply some pressure. It's underneath Toth's skate. He stepped on it. Coming back the other way. Nice back check by Toth. Probably saved the goal. .26 to go, second period, 4-2 the score. Cyclones with the lead. Schroeder's going to get called there. That's looks like they're calling, I don't know what they're calling, slash. And Schroeder comes to the box. Holding was the call officially. 13:16 to go. First power play of the game for the Rampage, actually. Second, well, they didn't get a power play the first time. The second penalty, but they scored before Reed could serve his penalty, so this is their first power play. Nicely played by Golitsky. Shot kicked aside by Martin. Set around the boards. By the Rampage. And another save for Martin. Power play line 2 comes out for the Cyclones. 12 to go. And that's a goal right off the face-off to make it 4-3. Power play goal for the Rampage. 12:07 to go, second period. 4-3 the score. Cyclones still with the lead. Save for Martin. Another save for Martin. Oates from McKinnish. Taken over by the Rampage, and then there's a battle. Somebody cleared it. That's going down for icing. 11:37 to go. Second period. Golitsky. Face-off one by the Rampage. Kicked aside. Shot is by Martin. Schroeder going to work. That's cleared. Fox on the forecheck. He gets it away. Luton has it, and then back to Fox. Center pass doesn't get there. Fox around the boards to Schroeder, the blue line. Schroeder dumps it back in. Fox got drilled behind the net. That's what happens when you don't go in with authority. Luton. For Fox. Fox around the net. Back to Golitsky behind the net. Fox again. Oh, didn't get there. Right now, a step by Reed Steiger takes a shot. Right now, the Rampage look like the more physical and the more aggressive team, which is not the norm for the Cyclones. Golitsky sends that all the way down for icing. 10:06 to go in the second period. Steiger sends it ahead. Toth had it in the zone for a second, dumped back in. And on the regroup. Martin behind the net. Crosser will go back to get it. Fails to clear the zone, and here come the Rampage again. And that's a goal. 4-4, the score is now tied. Cyclones looking pretty lazy. 9:26 to go, second period. Tie score at 4. Rampage threatening again. Nice tie up in front of the net by Lang. McInnish will skate it out. This pass is blocked and then back into the zone. Shot and another save by Martin. Sweeney will bring it out. Sends it over to Coates. Colin puts it out front. Oh, shot wide. Kicked in by Schroeder. Coates' pass is picked off by the Rampage. Sent back down, but Schroeder's going to get there first. Sends it back to another Rampage player. And another save for Martin, and it's knocked out of the net is off. 8:21 to go, second period. Steiger wins a face-off, gets it back, sends it. Oh, this pass is blocked. Sent back in by the Rampage. Reed Steiger picks it up in the far corner. Skates it right up the middle. Turns it over at the blue line.
Cover the net!
Coates skates it in. He got help. Takes it himself. Shoot wide of the net. Rosser at the blue line. Gloves it and paddles it back in. Steiger over to Steiger. And Schroeder steps up, sends it back down. Actually, it wasn't Schroeder. That was Reed Steiger. Coates on the shot, wide of the net, didn't get all of it. Fox applying the pressure down there. Fighting for the puck. Cyclones get it back, but then turn it back over again. And it's sent down for Crosser. That's icing. 6:52 on the clock in the second period. Facing off as Galitsky drops it back. Shot by Luton. He drops it to the blue line. Lang takes a shot. Deflected to the corner. Galitsky picks it up. He had Fox out front for a second. Galitsky's going to skate all the way back to the blue line and then hand it off to Lang. Sends it deep. Luton down there. Fox steps up, throws over to Luton. It's taken away by the Rampage behind the net. And they break it out, but Lang throw it back in. There's a nice hit by McInnish. Game's heating up. It's getting more physical. 5:41 to go in the second period. 4-4 the score. Ooh, off the post for the Rampage. That would have been their first lead, I believe. Near boards, sends into the zone and chases. Rampage showing some speed. Brought in by Crockett, and that's going to get called a hand pass by Toth. That's 4:52 on the clock. Darko sends it in. Sends it out front. Oh, Galitsky was there, but a Rampage defender blocked the pass. He's going to skate. He's getting ready to say, he looked like he wanted to skate right down the middle. I'd like to believe somebody on the Cyclones would have leveled him if he had done that. I'm not so sure, though. Darko misses the net. Nice hit by Reed Steiger. Poked away by Prosser, ahead to Buell. Buell should have skated with that. He passes to Yarko. Yarko. His shot is blocked. Colin Steiger. Oh, tried to go around the defenseman. Couldn't pull it off. Prosser ahead for Sweeney. Doesn't get there. Prosser gets it back. Sends it back in again. Sweeney battling for it at the blue line. He comes away with it. He's going to skate it in. Sends it off to Colin Steiger, who buries it. And the Cyclones again have the lead. 5-4 is the score. So there was actually a hook on that play by the Rampage, which the referee did not call because of the goal. And I just forgot who scored and who got the assist because I was thinking about that. I'll get that back to you. Colin Steiger on the goal from Sweeney. 2:45 to go. Galitsky's line comes back out. This line hasn't done anything this game. They need to get something in the box, in the basket. Fox just slid into the face-off there. Battling on the boards. Fox goes around the defenseman for Galitsky. Galitsky, he's got help. He's got a lot of help. And he turns it over. Coming the other way. Nice back check by Fox. Good play by Lang to keep that out of the middle. Went off of Fox into the zone. Fox came off. I don't know if he was limping or tired or something, but it didn't look right when he came off the bench there. By the way, Buell is back on the ice, so he wasn't going to the locker room for an injury, which is good. Luton to McKinnish. Back to Luton. Luton throws into the neutral zone. Picks it up in the far corner. Goes up the boards to Luton. McKinnish in the near corner sends it all the way down for icing. 1:06 in the second. 5-4 the score. Cyclones with the lead. And that one's in the glove of Martin. Wheel off the words to Galitsky. Shot and saved by Martin. 20 seconds on the clock in the second period. Just noticed Archibald is out there. Brought up from the 16s for this game. 16U, I mean. For the score after 2. As we restart the third period, Clones have had one line that's looked good in this game, and the rest of them have looked terrible. Getting out hustled, they're not playing as physical as the Rampage are. Just has not been a good game. Collins stripped at the blue line, coming the other way. The energy and the hustle by this short-handed Rampage team has kept them in the game, and really anything can happen in this game right now. Out front, Rampage have 12 skaters today. I gotta think winter weather had a lot to do with that. I drove in from Marion. It took 4 hours. Shot by Sweeney is blocked. Around the boards. Crosser. Sweeney dumps it back to the middle. Thrown in, and that's going to be icing. Martin takes the face off, wins it back. From the blue line, shot, and that went off of Martin. A lot of time in the offensive zone, a lot of watching for the Cyclones right now. Finish, doubles back, throws it out of the zone. Martin has it. Picked up by Crockett. Offsides. There's the reset. Toth on the forecheck. Sends it over to Crockett. Lang keeps it in. He'll take a shot real wide of the net. Picked up by Toth, who sends it up for out front. And, good opportunity there for the Cyclones. That was a nice setup by Toth. Big play there by McKinnish. He's going to get called, but he probably saved a goal. So that was worth it. So second power play of the day for the Rampage. They scored on their first one. And with a 1-goal lead, the Cyclones are in a little bit of a predicament here. It'd be a good time to pick it up and start playing some hockey. Poked away by Prosser. Luton goes into the boards hard. It's cleared by, it is not cleared. Reed Steigers cleared was not successful. Out front. Galitsky trying to get out of the zone. There, he finally clears it, and now Luton's got a chance if he hurries. He's knocked out of the middle. Galitsky comes back, shot. Oh man, that was a close one. Rampage power play. Penalty kill, 2 out for the Cyclones. Again, the Rampage look like they want to take it right down the middle, and why not? If they're not going to get hit, that's something that the Cyclones do occasionally. They just lay back and let the other team skate right down the middle instead of hitting them. It doesn't happen often, but when it does happen, it hurts. Steiger has it pinned against the boards, just killing some time on this penalty kill. We're back to even strength as Martin covers that one. 9:40 to go, second period. And a 1-goal lead for the Cyclones. We're in the third period, not the second period, sorry. I don't know how many times I've said that wrong. There's a shot. And a save for Martin. Darko enters the zone. He's got help coming from Martin. Tries to get it across. Doesn't get there. Coming the other way. Nice pick there by Reed Steiger. Buell comes up with it, sends it back to the middle. Across to Martin. Martin skates it in. He's got Reed Steiger at the net. Oh, Reed takes what amounts to a no-angle shot and goes down in the corner. Play there by Prosser to get it deep again. Martin down there fighting for possession. Knocked off the puck. Kept in by Reed. Reed sends it up for Martin, but doesn't get there. Prosser sends it in deep. At least Cyclones are possessing the puck in the offensive zone for extended time now. That looks better. Golitsky could have leveled that guy taking the puck. That is not Golitsky's game. McKinnish, nice pinch there. Got off the net. Shot. Kicked away by Martin. Another save for Martin.
There you go, Will. Good job, Liam.
8:04 and a 1-goal lead for the Cyclones. Not the game they hoped for today, but let's see if they can salvage it. On the far boards, he's looking at Golitsky. Hits him on the breakout. Golitsky takes it wide. There's a shot and a goal for Golitsky. Should be an assist by Fox. The score, 7:36 to go in the third period. Brought in by Crockett, shot and a save. Referee gave that last assist to Lang. I'll have to check the video on that. Martin, tried to get that across. He had Toth on the other side. Bang shot. And it is covered up by the keeper. 7:11 to go in the game. 6-4 the score. Cyclones a little breathing room now. Looking a little better, playing more in the offensive zone. Spang went down. Wow. Gaping rebound there for the Rampage. Couldn't finish on it. Nice save, though, initially by Martin. Big hit over there by Gus Schroeder. He's going to get called for that. Gus Schroeder did not get a call on that hit. I was going to say, it was a good hit. Sweeney with it, hiding behind the referee over there. Coates tries to send it up to Colin, but it doesn't get there. Dumped in by Rampage. Coates sends it to Sweeney, and he's got some time and space. He pulls up, takes it to the middle, feeds Colin Steiger, and Steiger puts it in on the backhand. That was beautiful hockey right there. That was absolutely beautiful. And the score is now 7-4. Colin Steiger on the goal. Sweeney and Coates on the assists. That is a hat trick for Colin Steiger and a playmaker for Sweeney. Those for Sweeney. Who's back to playmaker?
Colin got a hat trick.
Who's playmaker?
Colin got a playmaker.
Oh, okay. So Colin Steiger has a hat trick and a playmaker in this game. Colin feeds Sweeney. Coates, cross ice. Ooh, or to the middle for Colin. Came back across. McKinnish steps up, throws it deep. Coates in the corner. McKinnish steps up again, sends it over to Sweeney. Sweeney takes a shot. That was deflected out of play, I believe. No, it's still in play. Martin has it, I think. Sends it across for Sweeney. Sweeney is tripped, and they're going to call that one. I believe this is our first power play. 5:09 to go in the game, and the Cyclones on their first power play. Colin Steiger takes the face off to Golitsky, who dumps it back to Reed at the point. Reed dumps it back in for Colin. Back to Reed at the point again. He takes a shot. Ooh, just wide of the net. Coates tries to keep it in, misses it. Golitsky drops it back to Reed. Back to Golitsky in the middle. Bouncing puck. Picked up by Coates. He skates it in. Takes it wide, looking in the middle. Tries to force it, doesn't go. Dumped in by Colin and then picked up by the Rampage and cleared, but Golitsky has it. Sends it up to Coates, who's knocked off the puck, but Colin picks it back up. Or Reed picks it up. Reed skates it in. He's got Colin with him at the top of the circle. Golitsky in the far corner. And goes to Colin from the left circle. To the middle, a nice shot for Coates. And it's another assist for Colin Steiger and a goal for Coates. Golitsky and Steiger on the face-off. I mean, on the assists. On the face-off is Yarko. 4:02 to go in the game. 8-4 the score. Cyclones finally blow it open in the third period. Steiger called for unsportsmanlike. He said something to the opposing bench on his way to our bench. .342 to go in the game. Shot, save. Into the corner. Lang battling for the puck. Picked off by Luton, and Luton has Golitsky with him. It's going to be 2-on-2. Sends it over. Knocked to the corner by the defense, the near corner. Golitsky fighting for possession down there. And Rampage will bring it out. Luton hooked him pretty bad there. Can't believe Luton didn't get called for hooking there. His stick got caught up in the skater. Shot and another save for Martin. 26 seconds left on the power play for the Rampage. Cleared. 2:22 on the clock. 14 seconds to go on the penalty kill for the Cyclones. Coates goes down and gets it first. And we're back to even strength. There's a shot wide by Rampage. Archibald down there. Collin throws it up to Coates. Coates puts it out front. He gets it, and I cannot believe that he didn't finish that one. Back to the front of the net again, and it's taken over by Rampage. Look at the hustle now by the Cyclones. Wow, where has that been for most of the game? Good save there by Martin. Golitsky taking the face off on his own end. Comes away with it. Golitsky skates it in. He's got Fox with him, and he's got Luke with him. Fox to the corner. Picked up by Rampage. And looks like an upcoming penalty on the Cyclones. If they got Fox or what it is. Interference is the call. It's on Luton. So back to the penalty kill we go. 1:10 to go in the game. Kind of an ugly game, but 8-4. Cyclones doubling them up. And on the penalty kill again. Ties it up and doing some battle over there on the far boards. And it's cleared by Golitsky. Spang actually cleared it. 26 seconds on the clock. Cleared. Coach to go get it. 5 seconds, and that's going to be the game. The final score, 8-4 in favor of the Cyclones, who took the first 2 periods off and then played hockey in the third and ran away with it. Except for Colin Steiger, who never takes any time off. Had a hat trick and a playmaker. The playmaker came in the first period, and now we got some happy birthday coming from the stands. It is, in fact, Coach Rossell's birthday. Acknowledging the fans. It wasn't pretty, but they got it done. The game, I mean, not the singing. Singing was perfect. This is the first time I've seen the entire team of our opponents join the prayer at the end. This is good to see.
Slowly.